Alright guys, so for today's video, we are doing a Q&A upon request. A lot of you guys submitted questions to my Instagram. We thought we'd make it fun, however, since sometimes getting to know us can be a little bit boring. So what we decided to do, we wrote down 10 who is more likely to questions, and we are gonna have these little note cards here with our names. So that way we will be letting you guys know who is more likely to do what. But anyways, to get started, if you guys don't already know who we are, my name is Daisy Aaliyah. That is my name on all my social media. This handsome guy here is...
Hey, Jesse?
I
got two names, so...
Why are you asking me? Okay, so his name is Jesus, but he goes by Jesse. Many of you guys that do know us already know him by Jesse, so that's fine. You guys can call him Jesse. His real name, though, is...
Jesus.
Shy on camera, babe?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's never done this before. I've done it. Actually, I've never done it either.
But you're more outspoken. She's more outspoken. So.
I am a little bit more well-spoken. A lot of you guys know that I worked for Sephora, so I think that's where kind of the well-spokenness comes from, being able to talk to clients. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started just so we don't make this super long. You wanna pick a question or pick a question first? Actually, let's go with one that a lot of people asked us. So, how did we meet?
I'm gonna let her tell that shit.
Why?
Because, heck?
There's really nothing to it. If we've ever crossed you guys somewhere, met us anywhere, you probably heard that we met at a charity. You probably heard that we met at a church, at a fundraiser. We've given out so many stories. Truth is, he slid right into my DMs. I mean, I feel like nowadays that's like whatever though.
Yeah.
It's not that much big of a deal. At least we don't think it is. We just try to get a laugh out of it. So we've told so many different stories. If you are one of our friends though, and you know us directly, you know that we met through Instagram. Cliche, we know. Whatever. Next question. You want to pick a question from that side?
Craziest story together.
Ooh, craziest story together.
Damn, that's a hard one.
I would probably say Papa's and Beer a month ago.
Yeah.
I think that would be our craziest story together.
Mm-hmm.
See, up until now we've been parents, so we haven't really had opportunity to go out and do crazy stuff, I would say.
Yeah.
Right?
That was crazy. I've never seen her, so.
Well, he's never seen me drunk up until then. I'm more responsible, thank you.
I'm more of a heavy holder, so.
He does. He has got a pretty good tolerance for tequila or whatever you guys want to call it. Okay, so next question. What are you both most excited about making now that your YouTube channel has started? I just told him this morning too. I am very excited to start filming with him in general, like more than I am filming makeup, because he makes me laugh like all day, every day. So I feel like once you guys get a glimpse of how he is, you guys are not going to want to stop seeing him. I think he's the more interesting character of the relationship. But
I wouldn't say I am, but I am.
all right, next question.
Okay. Fun fact about you guys.
Each one or just us? I guess, I don't know if they specify. We can make it about us.
Both?
Maybe. Yeah,
You do
because
both.
it's a Q&A about us. So, fun fact about us. Maybe something that nobody knows, maybe? Oh, I get a good one. Well, this relates more to me.
Right.
So when we first started going out, I was the one that used to come out and drive and meet him and see him. Mostly because, I mean, if any of you guys know, I am 3 years older, and everyone always says that I must have tacunas. If you don't speak Spanish, that means that I stole him out of the cradle.
She did, actually.
So I already owned a car by the time I met him and stuff like that. So I'd actually drive an hour and a half to Fontana just to see him, and some of those days were like on an hourly basis, and he was crazy enough to hang out with me till like 2 in the morning sometimes, not like midnight, averagely midnight. So yeah.
Our first day we hung out till midnight.
Yeah.
I remember I talked to her on the phone. The first day I talked on the phone for like
Yeah.
till like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Longer.
Yeah, we had like 3 hours. Our first ever conversation on the phone, 3 hours. Wouldn't stop.
So our relationship may have been a little cliche to start off with, you know, the way we met, but I can tell you that it was great, like from the go. I feel like it's when like those moments in life that you just kind of know it's the right thing. I know it's cheesy, but it's true because up until this day, I mean, nothing has changed, luckily. So moving on to the next question. We already did that one. Okay, so a lot of you guys wanted to know kind of a little bit about when we found out about having our boys. And this one says, what were your first thoughts when you found out you were pregnant? I think that's more to me. I already knew I was pregnant. And I knew because, I mean, I feel like girls tend to know their body more so. So I definitely knew we were pregnant. And I remember getting a pregnancy test just to clarify because I felt like my body already told me. It was September 22nd and we were texting and it was almost midnight. I remember it was a Thursday because I had just gone home from school, I think. And I took the test and I didn't even look at it because I already knew. Like, I already knew. I was really, really happy, but I was still kind of shocked because it was brand new. But for those of you guys that don't know, we actually planned a baby. We just did.
Actually, that day we'd argue a little bit, huh? You argued?
When we found out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were kind of like arguing a little bit, but not like nothing crazy.
No, she told me, I was like, oh shit.
I was really happy though. We had already tried once before and it hadn't happened, so it was a little of a shock to us. And I know it's crazy. Everyone always thinks we're crazy for having had planned a baby, but the truth is we wanted one. And I fell in love with him the second I met him. Like, if you guys would have seen him the day I met him, oh my god. Like, ooh, suited up and everything. Like, what kind of guy meets you like that on your first date, you know? Talk about first impressions.
I came out of church.
Yeah, we came out of church.
Yeah. Now I don't go to church, so.
Anyways, next question.
Ooh, if you could change one thing about each other, what would it be?
Damn, they're trying to make us fight in this video.
Okay, she swings, bruh. I'm swinging back because she can punch hard. So,
I can too, by the way. I'm little but not weak.
Because the fucking bones, like, them bitches right here.
Damn. Well, actually, I'm gonna make it pretty simple because I always tell him this, and I feel like every girlfriend or wife that's already living with their man probably goes through this. Something I would change about him would be that he would clean up after himself without me telling him to. I know, I feel like that's kind of like, okay, whatever, that's basic. But I'm serious. If you're a wife out there, or a girlfriend, you probably go through the same shit. Girl, I feel it.
I would have to say the nagging part of that. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Kick his ass after this video.
She will actually. Well, nothing really.
Okay, on a serious question, and drop comments because that'd be pretty cool to know. If you do live with your man, or if you're a wife that obviously already lives with the man in a family, wouldn't you feel like the nagging only comes because you have to tell them to clean up when they should already clean up after themselves? They grown-ups men, right?
Hey,
I wouldn't nag if he would clean up after himself.
I cleaned this morning. Out of the whole entire years and shit, I cleaned
okay, we're like 5 months into the year almost. He's admittingly on camera saying that he's only cleaned once.
But
rest my case. Next question.
Okay.
I already did that one. Okay, this one's nice. What was your guys' first impressions of each other? I'm right here, so you better know what to say.
I don't know. We wouldn't stop smiling at each other. It was kind of weird.
But what was your first impression of me?
A Barbie doll. I would say that. A Barbie doll.
You call me flaca and skinny, huh? Damn it. See, I know you gotta put on some weight.
How did I get in trouble? How do I get in trouble?
Aw. Thanks. My first impression, I would honestly say like jaw-dropping. Again, for the same reason that I feel like most girls, at least I think most girls, you know, on our first date, they would like to see the guy like put in some effort, or like they want to notice that he put in some effort to come to that first date, you know, like you clean your hair, I don't know, you got a fresh cut, you showered, you wore deodorant. Oh my god, hygiene is super important. But you know, you want to see them cleaned up. You don't want just a guy to come to your first date like in fucking basketball shorts and a rugged t-shirt. Not that that's not cool, you know, now that we're together, we don't care. But I was really impressed with, you know, how he was dressed. Like, he wasn't ashamed to, like, own up to it. Because I feel like sometimes guys, they don't want to try too hard because they want you to be the one that tries more. But I feel like we were both 50-50. He was really handsome. Like, my first, I was like, oh my god, you know?
You should look up like this.
I'm serious, too. Okay, next question.
Favorite thing about each other?
Oh, that one's hard.
I like how she's very elaborate with me. She always loves talking about each thing. I am right.
I talk too much?
Not? Oh, how do I get in trouble?
No, yeah, I would say I'm a very elaborate person. But that's what you like the most about me?
Yeah. I have never stopped you from talking, ever.
No, you're always a good listener. My favorite thing about you, there's a lot.
My loud mouth.
You do have a loud mouth, but it's not my favorite thing. That is the opposite of my favorite thing. My favorite thing about him would be that he's really kind and he's really giving. He's such a jokester. Like, if you guys hang out with him one day, you might get annoyed of him and he might be too much. Believe it or not. Don't let the face fool you. But when it comes down to it, he's very helping. He's always there for his family. And I love that. You know, I'm a family person too. But I think he reminds me a lot of who my dad was. Quick disclaimer, if you don't know that about me, my dad passed away when I was little. But he always reminds me of my dad. My dad was very helpful. He always went above and beyond to help somebody. You know, he's somebody on the side of the street. He'd pull over and offer them help. And Jesse has always been like that. And I think that's one thing that I love a lot about him. A lot.
It's what real men do.
Alright, let's not get too cheesy. Okay, so next question. Describe your life as parents in 2 words. Coffee addicts. There, that's it. Coffee addicts.
Damn.
Because if, well, at least for us, because I feel like we're parents of twins, so we've.
I got one. Both worlds.
What you mean we're both worlds though?
You can be hella fucking annoying and hella good. You know. So it's, you pick whichever one.
I still stick with coffee addicts because I love coffee, but I don't think I drink as much coffee as when I first had the boys, which probably wasn't a good thing. But if you're a parent to twins, you understand that it's hell. We love our boys, but my God, it was hard, you guys. And maybe we'll do a video on like how it's been so far. Not how they are, but how it's been, because I don't really see a lot. I see a lot of like tips and stuff like that for parents, but people to share their story on how it was. I think most importantly for parents out there to know that it's okay to stress the hell out. It's okay to like cry sometimes, and it's okay to feel like you want to give up sometimes. Because I used to feel really guilty for feeling like, oh my God, like I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of waking up every 3 hours, feeding them, and I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I don't even have any more milk. TMI, I know. But you know what I mean? Like, to kind of let people out there that are twin parents know that it's okay to feel the way they're feeling at first. Next question. Do you have any new ones on there? Or was that
what has been your guys' most difficult challenge up to now?
I think the transition, well, for me, I think the transition from being single and, you know, being able to do whatever we want into being parents and having to adjust our whole life around that. We did want a baby. We were shocked when we found out it was 2. So adjusting to that was a little hard for me, at least. I struggled through it a lot. I actually went through postpartum depression, and it wasn't cool at all. He got the worst beating out of it. But
because I would work like 12-hour shifts
before,
so I'll come home like 8, 9, maybe like 8 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. A lot of times he'd work those 12-hour shifts, come home, and I mean, I'd be dead, be tired, so he'd kind of like take over with the babies. But mind you, if he would go in at 10, he'd come back at 10 p.m. And sometimes like, he'd be tired too. I'd see him like falling asleep on the rocking chair with the babies in his hands. Like, props to that though. And we made it. I think the first 1.5 years was the toughest. They're getting a lot easier to handle now. Thank God.
Not really. I guess it was easier back then than now. Terrible twos, guys. Terrible twos.
I think that's all the questions. Pretty self-explanatory.
This one. What's one thing you love the most about each other, and what's one thing you don't?
Oh, again, they're trying to make us fight with these questions. I think I already said the thing we love about each other, though. Oh, but if I can say another thing that I love about him, or something that I like fell in love with when I first met him, was his height. Probably can't see it here because we're sitting down, but he's 6'1.5".
6'1".
And I'm 5'2", so he's like a whole foot like taller than me, and I think that's hot. Because where I'm from, everyone was short as shit. I'm sorry, everyone was short.
You're
no, not
you're
to
like
be
up
mean.
to here, you guys. Where she's from, they're like up
No,
to
not to be mean or no shame or disrespect to anybody. I'm pretty short myself, but I think because I'm someone that likes to wear stilettos and heels all the time, I really, really wanted the man of my dreams to be someone with his height, because now I can wear up to like 6 inches and he's still taller than me, so I find that pretty hot. Okay.
And she can walk good with him too.
I can. Well, different video for a different day. I'll tell them why I can't do that. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the funnest part. Like we said and we promised, we have a 10 who would be more likely to questions. We just kind of, these are random. These are nothing that we like thought over super hard. We just kind of like Googled some of them. We just wrote down some of them ourselves. I'm sorry. And like I said, we do have our little card. Hopefully they're visible on my camera pretty good. I think they are. So you guys already know how this goes. Whoever is more, we think is more likely to, in regard to that question, we will put the name out. First one, who is the most sensitive? Wait, really?
Actually, you are, because we argue. There's waterfalls left and right.
Oh, I'm a very emotional person. You should be happy that I am. But I can also be very strong. So
But since you guys care about the cancer and stuff, since I'm a cancer, I am very emotional.
Okay, you and your zodiac signs. Next question. Who is nicer? I am really kind. If you guys ever came to me at Sephora, I was really, really nice in regards to my job. Real world, people are really mean. So what I mean by that is that at Sephora, I could be very professional and kind to you, even if you were mean to me. Like, I put on a better face because you're not gonna get to me. You know what I mean? But in the real world, if people are mean, like, I am nice because I've worked retail. So I, like, for example, a restaurant, you know, something goes wrong with my food, I'm gonna understand, I'm gonna be kind. But if you purposely say something to me or are mean to me, like, I'm gonna speak up. Like, you know, I'm more of an activist in that part too. Like, I speak up for my own self.
I won't.
He hates it though when I do that, but it's not like I'll do it on the first try. Like, they gotta be repeatedly mean to me.
Who gets mad fast?
Who gets mad faster?
I don't say mad. I get annoyed fast.
Yeah. Some things, when it comes to certain things, who gets mad faster, I probably say me. But it's gotta be like
the cleaning.
Certain.
The cleaning.
Yeah. If it's in regards to the cleaning, yeah. If it's in regards to Jesse's mouth, me too. Me too. If it's in regards to who gets mad easier with the boys, yeah, I would say me too. But that's because I'm always on top of everything. So, like,
Jeez.
I feel like I get really overwhelmed. Dang, none of these were you. It must be me.
Who's more nastier?
Yeah, we're not even gonna get into that one.
With anything.
We're not gonna get into that one. Okay. Who gets drunk the quickest?
Half a beer, bro. Half a beer.
My tolerance went down, mind you. Since I met him, my alcohol tolerance went down. I stopped drinking. I didn't really drink, nothing. So I lost my tolerance by a lot. Rosarito's proof of that. Papas and beer. Next question. Who wears the pants in the relationship? Yeah, you better have that one up.
Yeah, especially when they fucked up our order.
Oh, but I'm pretty understanding.
But we were like, they go through, I'm like, I don't want to. Like,
okay, because like if they get our order wrong, okay, like we pay for it, so I tell him, you know, go let him know that it was wrong so they can exchange it, but like in a nice way. And he doesn't want to go do it, and he knows that if I go do it, for some reason I feel like people think I look mean, maybe, but I'm not mean. They're going from push to be mean, but I'm not mean. And you guys are my friends. You guys back home that know me, you guys know I'm not mean.
But you feel like if you're getting mad at me for to do it, and then you go do it, you're like, fuck, she's mad now.
Well, because I don't want to get off and tell them about the order. I want you to do it.
You're lazy, yeah.
Who has more style? Actually, though, Jessie, because I feel like I am more detailed with things I do. Yeah. Well, actually, like this. Because when he wants to try, like, he cleans up really good. And when he gets a fresh haircut, he'd be looking like a whole snack over here and whatnot.
And she does her makeup and everything when she wants to try.
I know.
She looks like a Barbie doll.
Since I've left Sephora, it's been what, a month now roughly. I don't always try. This is one of the few times that I've gotten ready since. Who is more clingy?
I say me.
Really? I say me. Well
yeah,
maybe now it's like this.
No, because like even when I'm like at work, she's like, I miss you. Oh my god, I can't wait for you to go home. You know, that's how she is.
Well, I was about to say, like, I used to be a lot more clingy. Like when we first started going out, if he was like, babe, I'm gonna go play basketball with the guys, I'm like, but why? You know, and I feel like now I'm more cool with it. Life. I feel like now I'm more cool with it, so it's like, man, it's cool. 50-50. Who cares more about their looks? Really? Again?
I'm always shaking my hair.
That's true. Oh my god, he can spend like 15 minutes doing his hair. But we probably shouldn't even get into that because this video is already at 20 minutes and we don't want to make it longer for them. So last question, and again, it's going to probably make us fight. Who has more of an attitude? Ready? Oh, you actually said yourself. He better say himself. Shit.
I'm scared because she will hit me.
Sometimes it's me when I'm hungry. Hangry.
Yeah, oh my god, when she's hungry and she doesn't get what she wants. Like the other day, she was calling 4 different Buffalo shops. Now one of them answered, and one of them said they were closed.
I was mad. I really wanted wings. But, I mean, just before this video, I was pretty cranky and I haven't eaten. And he brought me this and it kind of made it all better.
And also made her ceviche.
Soul should sponsor us. Or, yeah, they should sponsor us, but who cares? They don't know how much we love them. Anyway, well, this concludes the end of this video, you guys. Hopefully, we gave you some insight as to who we are as a couple. Oh, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you definitely relate to anything that we said in this video. And definitely come back for the next video. We'll keep you posted. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, my name is Daisy Aaliyah, and I'll link that in the box below. He has Facebook. He is, what are you on Facebook?
Jesus German Lopez.
Jesus German Lopez. So definitely add us, and we'll see you on the next one.
And Soul, you guys are a lifesaver.
Ruining the exit group already.
Soul, you're a lifesaver, so thank you for calming her down.
We're going to do this again. So thank you for being here, you guys. Again, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Leave any comments for us, and we'll see you on the next one.